ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 3rd Street Promenade. Very proud to introduce Mr. Wade Kelley, our peaceful protester. Yay!
Thank you, Lynn. Boomgaarden. Hello, and welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people. Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica and in Los Angeles County and in California and the whole US of A. All right, good to see you, peace. Have a good one, Tony. That's right, the whole wide world, if we could do something about it, but we have to start somewhere. So we might as well start right here in Santa Monica, California, and make sure that we tell our government right here in Santa Monica to stand up for the homeless and stand up for those in need. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. That's right, we can do it. How you doing, Ethan? Did you want to say hi? You want to wait? Okay. Anyway, so we'll keep working towards a better day for everybody, standing up for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, health care for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before. How you doing tonight? Getting by okay? All right, good to see you. Peace. Did you want to say something, Ethan?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Ethan Hiatt.
This is a rich country, one of the richest countries on the planet. There's no excuse whatsoever for everybody being on the street and not having a decent a job where they can pay their rent and all their other expenses. There's no excuse for us not to have medical care for everybody.
Thank you very much, Ethan Hiatt. That's right. We can work towards the basics for everybody. Everybody should be able to have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. There's no reason for rich people to be having space races while poor people sleep in the streets. We can do better than that. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Love. That's right, I'm just talking about spreading the love around a little better. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. We can do it. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate all the different ways we can see the world. Let's celebrate all our lovely boys and girls. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. That's right. Let's celebrate each other, keep lifting each other up, working for a better day for everybody. Keep working for a day when everybody can have the basics. Keep working for a day when whether you're rich or poor, you can be part of democracy and we can all have a voice in our democracy. Keep working for a day when everybody can live a decent life and thrive and survive in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Hey! That's right. Let's celebrate love and spread it around a little better. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy. Let's do a better job of being kind to the needy. That's right. I'm going to sing all original songs tonight because I got to try and remember them once in a while because they're not being played on the radio or online or whatever too often. So I have to play my original songs just to make sure that they're out there in the world somewhere. And the other night I was playing out here, and the business across from me, Holy Moly Golf Course, Holy Moly Golf Club, whatever they want to call it, they turned up the music awful loud on me just to drown out my voice. And we need to stand up for the rights of non-corporate music and non-corporate thought to be able to be produced out here on this public promenade. That's right, this is a public promenade. 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, California is a public promenade, and it doesn't matter whether you're the richest person in the whole wide world or whether you're homeless without a penny. You have the same rights on this public promenade as the richest person in the whole wide world. And we need to stand up for those rights right here in Santa Monica. I know some people want to turn this public promenade into Rodeo Drive or the Grove or Disneyland or someplace like that, but we need to stand up for the rights of people just to get out and express themselves on this public promenade, even without a performer's permit, because as you know, I am peacefully protesting out here, and I don't have a performer's permit, and I don't think you need a performer's permit to exercise your First Amendment rights on this public promenade. And so I will be continuing to go against that law, that code, that city code, because for years I did have a performer's permit on this public promenade, and I saw the way that they were treating the poor people and the homeless people on this public promenade and making it harder and harder for them to survive and just survive during this housing crisis, this homelessness crisis that has been going on for quite a while and is just getting worse today. So I saw the way they were treating these homeless people, and I said, wait a minute. I need to speak out for these homeless people and people that are poor in this very wealthy city of Santa Monica, because these business owners here along this public promenade, they want to try and push all the poor people out. They want to push out the poor people. They want to push out the homeless people and push them down the road somewhere else. So many people say, we want to help the homeless people, but we want to help them somewhere else. And Santa Monica is supposed to be a progressive city. That's right. Santa Monica has a history of being a progressive city. I mean, Tom Hayden's from Santa Monica, and he stood up for the rights of poor people. Jane Fonda spoke out for the rights of poor people here in Santa Monica. I don't, maybe they could have done a better job, but certainly today, when the homeless population in California is the largest homeless population in the whole country, we need to speak out for the rights of poor and the homeless. Because for generations, we've been pushing the poor people down the road and saying, we're going to help you, but we can't help you in our neighborhood because it'll lower our property values. That's what everybody's been concerned with for generations here in Santa Monica and here in California. Good to see you, Patrick. Peace. That's right. And we need to stand up for the rights of the poor. Everybody should be able to survive in this richest, most powerful country in the world. It's not a matter of not having enough. And here in California, we are the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. That's right. If California was a country, we would be the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. There's no reason for us to have such a large homeless population. We need to raise taxes on the rich, 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 raise taxes on the rich. Oh, I know it's a simple song, but it's a good one. I wrote that. Thank you very much. I wrote that song. It's a simple song, but it's a good one, and one that we need to teach our leaders, our public servants. That's right. Especially, I know people say, well, California taxes are already too high. Well, however high they are, they're not doing the job, are they? We need our leaders to do their job with the money we give them. Like the $24 billion we gave Governor Newsom to build affordable housing and help end this housing crisis, this homelessness crisis. And we need them to do the job. But if we need to keep raising taxes on the billionaires here in California, that's just fine. Some people say if you raise taxes on the billionaires, all the billionaires are going to leave California. And I say, bye-bye. Bye-bye. If you are happy to live in a state where there are the most billionaires of any state in the country, and we have the highest homeless population of any state in the whole country, if you are happy to live in that situation, then you can leave and go to another state and take advantage of the poor in places like Texas and other places like that. Now, we need our leaders to do a better job with the money they are given, but we need to make sure that we have a structure in place to lift people out of poverty and to spend enough money on public education and to spend enough money on housing and health care to make sure that everybody can get by in this fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. We live in California, the land of peace and love. Living in California, place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, everything's mostly okay. Living in California, another beautiful sunshine day. Don't let the Trump get you in a slump. We'll get rid of his hump. We're gonna be all right. We're in the land of surf and sand, movie stars, electric cars, and it's a beautiful Santa Monica night. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, ooh, sure all a little bit out of our minds. Ooh, living in California, hey, good to see you, Joaquin. Things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California, rest of the country's moving in reverse. Let's not follow them now. We don't want to do that. Living in California, everything's mostly alright. Living in California, dance around on the promenade tonight. Now don't get me wrong, we got a lot of great things going on here in California. California is the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. We got people from different well, I'm not saying that's the best part, California, we are the second most diverse state in the whole country. We got people from different backgrounds, different races, different religions, different ethnicities, different beliefs, different genders, all living together in virtual harmony. But everybody knows there's some things we need to be working on. I mean, it's great to have so many people from different backgrounds all living together, and we need to continue to work on doing that and respect each other's beliefs and disbeliefs and respect each other's right to believe whatever they want and speak their own mind in this state of California, in this California state of no, we don't need to borrow from Billy Joel. He can have that. California is its own consciousness. We know that. But the thing is, we need to stand up for the rights of human beings to exist here in California. California is the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world, and we are ranked 18th or 19th in spending on public education. Can you believe that? Now, I'm not saying that we're funding private schools like some states are. I certainly don't think that's the step in the right direction, is giving vouchers for private schools, because you know the poor kids in the poor neighborhoods aren't going to be able to make it to the private schools with the other kids. It's gonna take more. It's gonna take more to lift those poor kids out of the neighborhoods that they're in and lift up their public education. We need to spend more money on public education in low-income areas until the rich people want to send their kids to those schools. That's right. We don't need to be funding private schools that will undermine our public schools. We don't need to be funding religious schools that will undermine our public schools. We need all of these different schools to have all of their students come together at some point and learn from each other, and then go on to their religious education or their private education and how to make a lot of rich people money that live in a rich society, like some of those private schools do. Some of those private schools teach, I think they teach stock market trading in kindergarten. I think some of those private schools. That's true. They don't have to worry about it. And some of those private schools, those kids don't have to worry about making a living when they grow up. But you didn't go to those. You went to the ones where they swat your hand with a ruler. That's a whole different story. And those have their place too. But we need to stand up for the rights of public schools to exist. And we need to stand up and spend more money on public education. And we need to make sure that all of our children mingle a little bit and learn from each other and coexist and learn to coexist right here in California. And we need to make sure California, we have the most billionaires of any state in the whole country, and we have the most homeless people of any state in the whole country. That ought to be a crime. There's no reason for so few people to have so much, while so many have nothing at all. We can do better than that. We need to tell our leaders, spend more money on public education and build more affordable housing now. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure out a little bit out of our minds. Ooh, living in California, things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California, rest of the country's moving in reverse. Living in California, everything's mostly okay. Living in California, another beautiful sunshine day. Living in California, things could be a whole lot worse. Living living in California. Rest of the country's moving in reverse. Woo! Living in California, the place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, go out and spread some peace and love. Woo! That's right. Let's spread the peace and love, especially to those who are in need. We have done a very good job of being kind to the greedy here in this richest, most powerful country in the world, here in this fourth largest economy of the world, California, here in this very wealthy city of Santa Monica. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. How you guys doing? You doing all right, Joaquin? Things good? I haven't seen you for a while. You've been doing okay, huh? You need anything? All right, good to see you. People treating you all right? Good to hear. You've been going out to the desert or mostly here around here for a while? Oh, good. Good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well. You know, on the 14th of May, between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., they're going to have services for different kinds of programs and services for the homeless, unhoused people, human beings, down on the Civic Center parking lot here in Santa Monica. If you are homeless, I hope you get down there and register down there and let them know that, hey, Santa Monica, you got some homeless people living here in Santa Monica, and they need your services. They need your help standing up for the homeless human beings here in Santa Monica. So that is May 14th between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. I'm going to be down there probably around 11:30 and see what's going on and make sure that I can stand up for the homeless human beings here in Santa Monica and make sure that I am registered as a homeless human being here in Santa Monica, because I am unhoused, although I do have friends I can stay with, so I'm not in the same predicament as a lot of unhoused people. But we need to stand up for the rights of everybody to have a decent place to live in this richest, most powerful country in the world. See the people living in the street, ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread, just looking for some place to lay their weary heads. That's right, we can do it. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street, just looking for some place to lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong, and they're looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. You know, Joaquin, I saw that video you made a few years ago of the police taking your dogs away from your RV. That was very sad. They were trying to get all the RVs towed away, and they were treating people badly in this situations. And Joaquin had 2 of his dogs taken away from him. 3 puppies and a mama. Oh yeah. And he had these dogs living in his RV, and they thought they could just come and they excited the dogs to they excited the dog so much that one of the dogs bloodied its head and got hurt. The police smashed the dog in the face. Oh, I saw the meat. He he videotaped coming back to his RV and bringing some meat and stuff for his dogs.
The Uber said, "Is that your RV?" I had six police cars and 2 animal people. When I got out the Uber, he just smashed the dog with
Do you want to tell the people about it? No? Okay. But, yeah, so,
This is when the cops smashed him with the fire extinguisher. I said,
They-
he gets in my dog. He gets something with my. That's what I said. He just did something with their fire extinguisher. But they wouldn't open the door. If you watch that whole video, they wouldn't open the door for that dog. It was 20 minutes. And then when they get him, that's why I put pictures in. I got pictures. He's got over 100,000 people with his blood drops. He said they was fighting. And I went to Apple something on. So they all the dogs spread them all over California. He said, give us $1,200. Stimulus check came. So I got the stimulus check. I looked to myself, all right, I got $1,200. He said, no, I'm not giving it to you.
he had his dogs taken away because they were trying to crack down on the RVs around and trying to impound all the RVs, which they did again the other day in Glendale. And they told, huh?
When I had a stroke in the hospital, my RV and car was both impounded.
Yeah.
I saw him this way.
And he had an RV and he was living in his RV parked on the street, as many human beings were during this housing crisis, this homelessness crisis. And for some reason they figure people are better off sleeping on the ground than they are sleeping in RVs. I know that they told these people they're going to have permanent housing, some of them, but I haven't seen that happen with you yet. Is that right, Wakil? Wakil, you haven't had permanent housing yet, have you?
Everybody promised me something.
Everybody's promised you something, but they take these people's RVs and put them in impound lots and promise them something, but it doesn't happen. And we gave our government here in California $24 billion to build affordable housing and for homeless services. And in the city of Los Angeles, there was a lot of money spent, and here in Santa Monica as well. And we have to tell these leaders, you got to do a better job. You got to lift up people out of poverty instead of just tearing down these, putting all these RVs in impound lots and all these tents, tearing down all these tents and taking all of people's possessions and not having any place for them to go. We have to do a better job than that. What's the problem? Yeah?
You ever notice the baby Gestapo when they walk around and tell everybody they can't sit down?
What?
The baby Gestapo police that tell everybody they can't sit down here.
Oh yes, I know. They've
But here's the
been,
thing. You know what type of cars they drive?
what kind?
Tesla.
Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless, giving that to the homeless. Thank you.
Hey, all guys speak the truth. Good stuff.
Thank you very much. What's the problem that brought him here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street, just looking for some place to lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. You take care, Wakil. Good to see you. Peace and love. You get in touch with me on there and let me know how you're doing. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong, and they're looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. All these homeless people living in a ditch with all these empty buildings and tax cuts for the rich. I ain't saying you have to give, but everybody has got a right to live, and they're just looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying You have to do good. But why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Look for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Look for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Don't need your swimming pool, don't need your king-size bed, just looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Hey! That's right, they're looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads, and we could help them. We can make sure that everybody who needs a place to live has one in this richest, most powerful country in the world, in this fourth largest economy of the world, California, in this very wealthy city of Santa Monica. I don't know how many of you were watching the other night when Santa Monica, when I was talking about the pickleball court. Just a second, before I move on, let's say hello to our friend Coco. Hey Coco, you got a place to sleep tonight? Are they going to charge you up and take care of all your circuits and make sure you're cleaned and everything's working just fine? Because there are homeless human beings sleeping in the streets. Tell your owners that homeless human beings are sleeping in the streets, and we need to have a better way to do things here in Santa Monica. That's right. We got all these robots and toys running all around Santa Monica and other places. We have autonomous cars of every which shape and size. We've got them all around, and we have homeless people sleeping in the streets. We've got warehouses all around the country filled with artificial intelligence and computers and servers and switchers and transformers, I don't know. We got everything. And they're all being taken care of at nice room temperature and cleaned every day, made sure all their circuits are just fine and they can do their jobs perfectly. And we have human beings sleeping in the streets. Now, why is that? That's not the way it should be in the richest, most powerful country in the world. How are you?
Great.
Good. Can I give you a little something? Do I have a little something?
If you want to.
Are you homeless?
Yes, because my housing voucher was stolen from me at the appointment.
Well, I'm sorry. Let me give you this.
The next time I do an application, I'm getting a different worker.
Okay, I hope so. I hope they can figure out how to get people in housing and make it easy enough for them to understand and be able to do it.
I'll tell you the worker who's stealing from the homeless. Her name is Pretty Asian Nugent.
Pretty Asian Nugent.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Okay.
She's an Asian.
Okay.
And she's stealing from the homeless.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I know there are plenty of programs that aren't doing their jobs. They're supposed to be helping the poor people and the homeless people, and they're just collecting a check, a lot of them, and we need to make sure that those people do a better job.
Oh, yeah.
We need to make sure we spend more money on it and build more affordable housing, that's for sure. And we need to make sure that all those people that are entrusted with jobs of housing, of helping the homeless during this housing crisis, this homelessness crisis, that we need to make sure that they're doing their job. And we know they haven't been doing their job, because here in California, they've tried to audit them, and we had $24 billion going to the governor, to the state out there, and We don't know where it went. We don't see the housing though. We don't see the affordable housing, and certainly not here in Santa Monica. Santa Monica has been dragging its feet for generations. You know, the population of Santa Monica in 1970 was 88,000. The population today in Santa Monica is just over 89,000. So while the rest of California grew by 20 million people, Santa Monica grew by about 2,000 people. Now, that's not the way it should be. Right along the coast, next to our 800 miles of public beaches. That's right. These beaches belong to the people, not to these businesses. And California, Santa Monica has been doing a very good job of making a nice profit off of our public beaches for a long time. And they try to push all the poor people down the road so they can't live in this very well-to-do real estate. That's right. Many people tell me, well, you can't build affordable housing in prime real estate. You shouldn't build affordable housing in prime real estate. That's why these business owners here along the promenade and around downtown Santa Monica, they sued the city of Santa Monica for trying to build affordable housing over here on 4th in Arizona. They sued the city, and now the city keeps pushing back that affordable housing structure of 130 units. They keep pushing it back, and they say they're going to build it in 2027. But right now, it is a pickleball court, mini pickleball courts.
Oh, really?
That's what they put over there. You walk by there on 4th and just next to Arizona, and you'll see nine or more pickleball courts all lit up in the with lighting, and they have portable restrooms there for the people. Instead of having services for the homeless there, they're having pickleball courts.
I know.
Is that the way that they're going to help end this housing crisis, this homelessness crisis? By building pickleball courts? Every homeless person needs a pickleball court.
That's
right. What they say. That's their answer. And I have to tell Santa Monica, you better get on this and do a better job, because we need to work towards making things better.
Yeah.
My name's Wade. What's your name?
Saint Nisha.
Saint Nisha, nice to meet you.
Yes, really, really active at being a saint.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I hope you keep doing saintly things and keep making things better for everybody around you, and I hope you get some housing soon.
Yes, okay.
Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got the wind in my hair, I got a life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. That's right, we have 800 miles of public beaches here in California, and mostly rich white people live next to those public beaches. We can do better than that. Ain't got no worries, ain't got no hurries, ain't got no blurry eyes. I got the sun in my face, I got some wide open space. Don't need no alibis. I got the wind in my hair, I got a life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Woo-hoo, 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 hey, hey. Ain't got no seasons, ain't got no reasons to need no freezing rain. I got the surf and the sand, my rock and roll one-man band. Don't ride no gravy train. I got the wind in my hair, I got a life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Woo-hoo, 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 woo-hoo. Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got the wind in my hair, I got life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna, Juliet and Mama gonna, Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Hey!
Wow,
Thank you, Vic.
that was awesome.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day. We got to keep working to integrate these coastal communities, especially if, as the... I got to take a little break here because our friend is coming by again. Hey, Coco. How you doing, Coco? Do you have a place to go and sleep tonight? Are they going to charge you all up? Are they going to make sure that you have everything that you need and your circuits are all working and you're cleaned up? Because there are homeless human beings sleeping on the streets. Tell your owners, Coco. I think Coco's going to tell its owners. And hopefully they will tell the leaders. Hopefully they will tell the leaders in the cities that, and the counties and the states, that, listen, we're moving into a technological age where more and more robots are going to be doing human jobs. Artificial intelligence, all sorts of computerized beings of some sort. They're going to be taking more and more jobs. So we're going to have to figure out a way for human beings to be able to exist.
We can socialize.
That's right. To be able to socialize and to survive without having to worry about groveling for a job against the robots. You know, if you're going up for a job against the robots, sometimes they might have a better leaning towards that job. They might have better access to that job than you do. And the thing is, we don't mind if some of these jobs go to robots. I don't mind if robots do all the delivery anymore. But if they do, we need to make sure that people can survive. We're going to have to make sure that people can get by and work on things they want to work on. Work on becoming saints and work on becoming musicians or performers or whatever. They don't have to all bow down to the corporate overlords and do whatever they say. We're working towards a more perfect union here.
I saw a lady crocheting.
You saw a lady crocheting, yeah. A lady should be able to crochet. If that's her thing, that should be the thing she does to get by and to just enjoy life. And maybe she won't make a lot of money on each thing she crochets, but she ought to be able to survive and have a decent place to live, food to eat, health care. Somebody, what's another profession that we like? Somebody who oversees helping people be safe. Security guards, you know, they're gonna have more and more cameras and need less security guards. But if somebody likes helping keep things safe, they ought to be able to have a decent living.
I think the robots will keep their cool better than a security guard.
You know, I don't know if you've seen some of those movies, but sometimes the robots go a little off. Yeah. And they have some problems, and they have a short circuit, and they start killing people. We don't need to leave it all up to the robots. That might be a bad disaster film waiting to happen. So we need to make sure that human beings can thrive and survive in this new technological age, because we've got rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. We're spending plenty of money on rich people's toys. Oh, warehouses full of rich people's toys being kept just perfectly. And we got rich people making their own currencies and their own, letting the robots take over so many things. Here in California, here in Santa Monica and Los Angeles, we have driverless cars, autonomous cars on the freeway and all over the streets here in Santa Monica. And we got those scooters, we got the electric bikes, we got everything that rich people are making money off of, trying to take away more and more jobs from the poor people, which is fine if you give poor people a way to exist and socialize and a way to enjoy and thrive and survive in their life. But we don't need to be standing up for the robots. The rich people are going to take care of their robots. Don't worry. We need to stand up for human beings. Rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys.
Yay!
Thank you.
I know that there's some rich people that go for walks at night.
There's some rich people that go for walks at night. Well, I hope they come by and I hope they tell their... Listen, we can't blame it all on the rich. We need to tell our leaders to do their jobs and to raise taxes on the rich, 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 raise taxes on the rich. That's right. We need to just keep raising taxes on the rich until the poor people don't have to sleep in the streets anymore. That's right. We just... Well, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather sit around in my underwear than screw the poor and pollute the air. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some stealing, cheating, lying son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some democracy overthrowing son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna die. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. It ain't a crime. Not yet. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some stealing, cheating, lying son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna say goodbye someday. Hopefully not tonight. Let's put it off a little while if we can help it. Now, I don't want you to think that I think all billionaires are evil. Bloodsuckers. Some of them are just sick. They're like hoarders or alcoholics or drug addicts. They get a little bit of money and they just got to get more and more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more and more. Let's look at Elon Musk. Muskie? Yes, let's look at Elon Musk. They say he's worth almost $500 billion. Last thing we need in this country is a trillionaire. What we need to do is raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies until everybody in America can have a decent place to live. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a job that pays a living wage. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have good quality health care. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a good public education. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. But we will leave Elon with 999 million and see if he can get by. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around with greasy hair than sell guns and weapons everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. One more time, everybody sing along. Here we go. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around in the Bear than see homeless people everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. And I'll keep on working at it.
Don't forget Elon Musk's children.
Well, I have nothing against his children. If they raise taxes on the billionaires and make sure that everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world, I don't mind. I don't have any grudge against anybody for making money, if that's what they want to spend their life doing. But we need to raise taxes on those people who make a lot of money until everybody has the basics. It's like Franklin Delano Roosevelt said. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, he said, the test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those who have much. The test of our progress is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. And so right now, we're not progressing very well in this 21st century, are we? Because we're putting more people out on the streets and making it harder for human beings to survive. So we need our leaders, our progressive leaders, to show that government can make a difference in people's lives, can help lift people out of poverty and ensure the basics for the human beings that live in our country.
People need to bear their testimony on their circumstance.
That may be, and that's a beautiful thing, because that is your right to believe that in this country. The First Amendment of our Constitution says, Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And that's what I'm doing here tonight. I'm telling our government right here in Santa Monica to be part of the solution and build affordable housing. And our government here in California, let's see you stand up and make it easier for poor people to survive. Let's see that everybody can thrive in this country. And we need to keep integrating our cities like Santa Monica. You know, Santa Monica is disproportionately white and rich. And that's because we pushed a lot of poor people out. When you push all the poor people out, you're going to push out a lot of people of color. So we have to keep working to integrate our society. And the scientists say that as we keep getting warmer, as the climate keeps getting warmer, the most temperate climate will be next to the ocean, and the best air quality will be next to the ocean. So we need to make it easier for people to live over here. And besides, I like the beach. I don't know about you, but I do. I like the beach, that's right. And so we need to stand up for that. And so if you're out peacefully protesting, I hope you get out on this public promenade and peacefully protest and share your thoughts and beliefs and your talents, and don't worry about having a performer's permit unless you're out trying to sell CDs and stuff like that. I think everybody should be able to share their beliefs and their thoughts on this public promenade. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace, it's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about hope, it's about joy, it's about bring some home to your little girls and boys. It's about joy, it's about hope, it's about enough hope to keep them off the dope. Cause when the hope and the joy are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about joy, it's about hope, it's about you.
That's not a wallet.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll get it.
Hurry and put it in your pocket.
I'll put it right here. Thank you.
you.
Peace. You
I
too.
appreciate your new guitar.
Huh?
What song? What tune are you playing? Are you playing?
I'm playing one of my tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And it's all about spreading peace and love and speaking out, peacefully protesting.
Nice.
And that's what we need to do more of in this country, is get involved in our democracy and peacefully protest instead of standing up for violence and things of that sort.
I'm not American, but I agree.
Why, thank you. Where are you from?
UK.
You say hello to my friends.
Hello,
He's
guys.
from UK, and what's your name?
Guys. David.
David?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, David.
Yeah.
Peace.
Have a
You
good
have a
night,
great
mate. Have a
time.
good night.
You too. Thank you. I'll be sharing that with the homeless here in Santa Monica.
Good.
Thank you.
Say your name in the camera.
He did. He said,
David.
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 Thank you.
Have a good night.
It's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about hope. It's about joy. It's about bring some home to your little girls and boys. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about enough hope to keep them off the dope. Cause when the hope and the joy are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about you. It's about me. It's about you and me working towards equality. It's about me. It's about you. It's about saying Black Lives Matter too. Cause when you and me are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about you. It's about me. Say Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz y amor. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Eveni shalom alechem, eveni shalom alechem, eveni shalom alechem, eveni shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace, it's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace, it's about love, love, love. How it's all about love. Hey, hey. Thank you. That's right, we gotta keep working towards a better day. Keep working towards peace. Even just all over the world, there are things going on that we need to speak out about, but we need to speak out for peace right here in our own country, and peaceful protest and letting people have differences of opinion and debate things. But we certainly need to speak out for peace all around the world as well. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep looking for the day when the clouds all roll away, but we better work on peace on earth down here. When will we see that day of peace? Hey! When will that day of peace arrive? We'll keep waiting by and by for it to fall out of the sky, but we better work on peace on earth to help our children survive. That's right. Work for a better day for everybody. Peace. Oh, peace. Peace. Let's stand up and work for peace. Hey! When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep looking for nirvana, but I think we just might wanna work on peace on earth down here. Peace, oh peace, peace. Let's stand up and work for peace. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep looking for the day when the clouds all roll away, but we better work on peace on earth. We gotta work on peace on earth. We better work on peace on earth down here. All right, you go get a train, and I hope things get better for you. I hope you find some housing soon, and you keep moving forward. Work on your saints.
Yes, I have to get a different worker.
Get a different worker, and keep trying to find somebody who will help you get the basics here.
That's
because
right.
You deserve it.
Oh, yes.
Everybody deserves a decent place to live, food to eat, health care. Good public education, that's right, that's what we're talking about. The test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those who have much. The test of our progress is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. We have too many of our leaders saying, somebody's got a camera over here and I'm going to sing to them a little bit for a minute. We got too many of our leaders saying, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. We'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. We'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. We'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and sick. They'll put you in the hospital and spit you out real quick. They'll say you need to rest more and change the way you eat. But they ain't got no medicine to get you off of those streets. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live in a mansion. The rich folks want to help you if they could. So they'll take your tent and your bags and stuff and move them to another neighborhood. A little farther, a little farther, a little farther down the road would be good. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't live in your car. They'll find a way to ticket you no matter where you are. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They'll make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. Now the rich folks want to help you if they can. So they'll start a race to outer space to help their fellow man. We are going to build affordable housing up on Mars. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's right, homeless people. Just be rich. That's what a lot of these people say. They say these homeless people need to get a job. That's what they need to do. They need to get a job. You know, even I know homeless people that have full-time jobs who can't afford a place to live. I know people working for the city of Santa Monica who can't afford a place to live, and certainly not in Santa Monica. And that's why only most of the city workers here have to have some kind of subsidized housing for them to be able to live in the city of Santa Monica. And you know, we have a large percentage of the employees here in Santa Monica not able to live in Santa Monica. When I ran for Santa Monica City Council this last year, I said to I talked with the firefighters local, and they said about 1% of the firefighters can afford to live in Santa Monica. So if you've got all of your first responders living outside of your city and all of your city workers, or a large number of them living outside of your city, You're making it harder on human beings, and you're adding to pollution. You're making it harder on the environment. So we need to build more affordable housing right here in Santa Monica. Peace and love.
Yeah, they can afford that too.
And that's what I'm doing out here tonight. Thank you. I'm peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica and in Los Angeles County and in California and the whole US of A, the whole wide world if we could do it. But we have to start somewhere. So I started right here in Santa Monica. And that's where I'm speaking out. And I hope you are too, wherever you're getting involved. We need to show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives. We need to show in California, the fourth largest economy of the whole wide world, we need to show that government can work and make a difference in people's lives, that we can spend more money on public education. California is the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world, and we're ranked 19th in spending on public education in the whole country. That is a shame. That's right, peace and love. And we need to continue. You know, California has, not only are we the fourth largest economy, we have the most billionaires, and we have the most homeless people. Why is that? Look, this shouldn't be. So many people, so few people that have so much while so many have nothing at all. We need to change the business model. And we need to make it easier to build affordable housing. They've been dragging their feet about building affordable housing here in California for generations, especially these coastal communities here in California. We want to help the poor, but we want to help them somewhere else. We can't bring down our property values. Ever since Prop 13, before Prop 13, but since Prop 13, it has become harder and harder for poor people to have a decent place to live. So we need some leaders who are going to stand up and make sure things get done. Because, and things are going to get better for people hopefully in time. I mean, too many of our leaders here in California are saying, well, we can't raise taxes on the rich because Trump's in power, and we can't do anything with Trump in power. We're the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. We don't have to wait on anybody. We need to stand up and raise taxes on the rich. 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 And and we need to make sure that they're spent on the necessities for human beings. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. We'll come through. We'll come through. A better day is on its way for me and you. And we'll come through. We'll come through. We'll come through. Any day, skies of gray will turn blue. And we'll come through. And then times are bad, and then people are suffering, and so many loved ones are sad. But we'll come through. We'll come through. We'll come through. Oh yes, we will. We'll come through. We'll come through. A better day is on its way for me and you. And we'll come through. And And I know those who are helping, we can't ever thank you enough, but we'll come through. We'll come through. We'll come through. Oh yes, we will. Oh, we'll come through. We'll come through. A better day is on its way for me and you. And we'll come through. I know times are bad, and I know people are suffering and so many loved ones are sad, but we'll come through. We'll come through. We'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. Oh yes, we will. We'll come through. That's right. We're going to move on to a better day. We're going to find leaders who can stand up for human beings during this time when more and more jobs are going to artificial intelligence and robots and computerized every which thing. We're going to find some people who will stand up for the rights of human beings to exist. And we're going to stand up and we're going to find leaders who will stand up for the rights of human beings to have the basics in this country. Food to eat, health care, a good place, a decent place to live, and a good public education. That's what Franklin Delano Roosevelt talked about in 1944 in this speech he gave called the Second Bill of Rights. Franklin Delano Roosevelt gave a speech called the Second Bill of Rights. He said, "It is time for a second Bill of Rights where every American has the right to a decent place to live. Every American has the right to a job that pays a living wage. Every American has the right to health care. And every American has the right to a good education." He gave that speech in 1944. We're at 2025 today, and we still haven't achieved those goals in this country. And we need to stand up for the rights of everybody to thrive and survive. How much does it cost to live? How much do you have to pay? How much should you have to earn to live for one more day? How much does it cost to live before your life has worth? And tell me, how hard should you have to struggle to survive in the richest, most powerful country on the face of the earth? How much does the rich man want? How much does he have to keep before he can say it's okay for poor people to sleep? How much do the greedy want for poor folks to eat? And tell me, when will we see the end of the days when human beings have to sleep in the streets? How much? How much? How much? That's right. How much does it cost to live? Does a person's life only have value if they're generating income? If they're creating currency? Is that the only thing that's important about human beings? Is how much income they can generate, how much money they can generate? I think everybody's life has value, and that we need to make sure that everybody can chart their own destiny and work towards the goals that they put forward for themselves, instead of just being somebody who helps somebody else make money. We can do better. How much do you cost to live? How much do you have to pay? How much should you have to earn to live for one more day? How much does it cost to live before your life has worth? And tell me, how hard should you have to struggle to survive? How hard should you have to struggle to survive in the richest, most powerful, most abundant country on the face of the earth? How much does the rich man want? How much does he have to keep before he can say it's okay for poor people to sleep? How much do the greedy want for poor folks to eat? And tell me, when will we see the end of the days? When will we see the end of the days when human beings have to sleep in the streets? How much? How much? How much? How much? How much? How much? Thank you. Thank you. That's right. We need to stand up for the rights of everybody to thrive and survive, to get by and sing, make their own kind of music, sing their own kind of song. Well, I shouldn't quote somebody else's lyrics. We should make it so that everybody can get by. And I'm doing all original songs tonight. As I said before, I'm doing all my originals so I can try and remember them. There's a hole in my cup. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a hole in my cup where my drink keeps leaking through. There's a hole in my cup. Somebody ought to fix it. It's keeping me from spending sweet loving time with you. There's a hole in my cup. I don't know how it got there, but there's a hole in my cup where my time keeps slipping through. There's a hole in my cup. I better try to fix it. It's keeping me from doing the things I want to do. I wanted to feed the hungry people. I wanted to rid the world of war. I wanted to find a cure for all kind of sickness, and death would be no more. But there's a hole in my cup. It's causing me distraction. There's a hole in my cup where my life keeps slipping through. There's a hole in my cup. Can't get no satisfaction. Better leave the bottle. Let me see what I can do. I wanted to feed the hungry people. I wanted to rid the world of war. I wanted to find a cure for all kind of sickness, and death would be no more. But there's a hole in my cup. It always looks near empty. There's a hole in my cup where my drink keeps leaking through. There's a hole in my cup. Somebody, won't you help me? Bring another bottle. Let me see what I can do. There's a hole in my cup. Got to keep working towards a better day, keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, health care for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws. Let's say no to the NRA. Let's tell them gun pimp boys to take their killing toys and get the hell away. Let's say no to the NRA. Let's say no to the NRA. So everyone doesn't need a gun just to get through another day. Let's say no to the NRA. Too many people have been dying. Too many sad songs have been sung. Too many families left a crying. Too many death knells have been rung. Let's say no to the NRA. If your congressman takes money from them, vote the other way. Let's say no to the NRA. Let's say no to the NRA. So everyone doesn't need a gun just to get through another day. Let's say no to the NRA. Too many politicians without solutions. Too many throw their hands up in the air. Now they want to legalize silencers to end noise pollution. You gotta know they just don't care. Let's say no to the NRA. So everyone doesn't need a gun just to get through another day. Let's say no to the NRA. Let's say no to the NRA. If your congressman takes money from them, vote the other way. Let's say no to the NRA. Let's say no to the NRA. That's right. So we'll keep working on all these things. And also take a little time for love songs. There's always room for love songs. Look at that cloud dancing above, laughing and singing her songs about love. Look at that star shining so bright. That star's been drinking and throwing her light. After the songs have been written, and after the dreams have been dreamt, I hope that we will be sitting and you will be kissing me some. Dancing and singing her songs about love. Look at that star shining so bright. That star's been drinking and throwing her light. After the songs have been written, and after the dreams have been dreamt, I hope that we will be sitting and you will be kissing me some. After the songs have been written, and after the dreams fall apart, I hope that we will be sitting and kissing, and you'll bring me back my heart. You'll bring me back my heart. Jessie rose to see the morning sun through her eyes of tears and red. Jessie sees that it's a lovely day. I can't see outside my head, but Jessie knows about tomorrow. Jessie sees the future clear. Jessie knows in just another day I'll be gone, she'll be here. Jessie takes me through the afternoon, then she leads me into night, and she listens as I play my tune. When there's nothing, she's alright. Jessie carries all my sorrow. Jessie shares with me my joys. Jessie knows I'm bound to run away, 'cause she's my home and I'm her troubled boy. And Jessie flies with the sun each morning. She hears me howl at the moon each night. She jumps into my bed without warning. She wraps me in her love and holds me tight. Jessie says we're gonna sail away to an island in the sea. And I tell her that that sounds okay, but my life's a mystery. Jessie knows about tomorrow. Jessie sees the future clear. Jessie knows in just another day I'll be gone, she'll be here. And Jessie flies with the sun each morning. She hears me howl at the moon each night. She jumps into my head without warning. She wraps me in her love and holds me tight. Jessie says we're gonna sail away to an island in the sea. And I tell her that that sounds okay, but my life's a mystery. But Jessie knows about tomorrow. Jessie sees the future clear. Jessie's dancing in my heart right now, 'cause I'm still gone, she's still here. But Jessie knows. Ah, sweet Jessie Rose. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up in just a couple minutes. I guess I didn't get through too many songs tonight, but I played. I will do that. There'll be tears, you'll cry, and your troubles won't be few. There'll be sunny days, and you'll have some good laughs too. So put a song in your heart. Walk on down that road. There'll be lonely times when you will not find a friend. You'll feel a lover's kiss and then the kissing time will end. So put a song in your heart and walk on down that road. You see the road ahead has so many turns. You'll never see what's coming just around the bend. There'll be lots of bumps along the way. Just take a step at a time till you get to the end. There'll be those who say that you were born to lose. You'll be on top of the world one day, and then the next you sing the blues. So put a song in your heart, walk on down that road. Lots of little bumps there. You see the road ahead has so many turns. Lots of bumps along the way. There'll be lots of bumps along the way. Just take a step at a time till you get to the end. There'll be those who say that you were born to lose. You'll be on top of the world one day, and then the next you sing the blues. So put a song in your heart and walk on down the road. Just put a song in your heart and walk on down the road. Walk on down the road. Walk on down the road. Walk down the road. Oh, 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 oh. Walk on down the road. Get down, get. You're funny, Ethan. I know face. Aye. With friends like that, well, you know. Her needs enemas. Wait a minute. We'll keep working towards a better day. Let me play this one from my mom. Italy, ain't nothing in this world you need to see. Don't find you some wild boy for you to follow. Just make yourself to home here in the holler. Italy, the hills of old Virginia echo me. Don't find you some wild boy for you to follow. Just make yourself to home here in the holler. In the green hills of Virginia, among church folks and kin, you grew up wading in the creek and playing hide and seek, building rock houses for your paper dollies, and singing Rock of Ages cleft for me. Won't you hide yourself in me? Italy, followed her young man from sea to shining sea. She found her some wild boy for her to follow, and left her humble home there in the holler. In the California sun, the journey just begun, with 3 young boys in tow and a wild young husband Joe. Sometimes she'd grab him by the collar and say, "Huh." Sometimes she'd just scream and holler. Hard times and rough roads ahead. She remembered what her daddy said. "No, honey, sometimes it's sweet potato pie. Sometimes it's root hog or die. Natally, Natally, ain't nothing in this world you need to see. Don't find you some wild boy for you to follow. Just make yourself to home here in the holler. In the 70s by the bay, the years just rocked away in the struggle to survive and keep our boys alive. Take that again. In the 70s by the bay, the years just rocked away in the struggle to survive and keep 5 boys alive. Sometimes she sure learned how to stretch a dollar. She sure learned how to stretch a dollar. Natally, Natally, had to pull up stakes and move her family. Alabama for a bit, sweet home Virginia didn't fit. Detroit was mostly gray and pain. Minnesota was okay, but the snow never went away. When finally came the thaw, they moved down to Arkansas. Joe and Nada on their own, the boys were up and grown. Sometimes she'd grab him by the collar, say, honey, thank you for taking me from the holler. Natally, Natally, ain't nothing in this world you need to see. Don't find you some wild boy for you to follow. Just home here in the holler. Just home here in the holler. Just make yourself to home here in the holler. Natally, Natally. Oh, thank you. Well. I tell you, I'm going to get that song right one of these days. It's not going to be today. It won't be today, but as you can see, it won't be today, but one of these days. But we'll just keep working towards a better day for everybody. In the end, it'll be all right. Oh, my friends, it'll be all right. All the pain be out of sight. And in the end, it'll be all right. That's right, we'll keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, health care for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before. Don't let anybody tell you different. In the end, it'll be all right. Oh, my friends, it'll be all right. All the pain be out of sight. And in the end, it'll be all right. Till that day we'll laugh and play, we'll sing and dance the night away, brighten up the clouds of gray with love, love, love. When tomorrow sings its song, we may be here to sing along. Wherever we'll be, it'll be all right. And in the end, it'll be all right. Oh, my friends, it'll be all right. All the pain be out of sight. And in the end, it'll be all right. One more time, everybody. Till that day we'll laugh and play, we'll sing and dance the night away, brighten up the clouds of gray with love, love, love. When tomorrow sings its song, we may be here to sing along. Wherever we'll be, it'll be all right. And in the end, it'll be all right. Oh, my friends, it'll be all right. All the pain be out of sight. And in the end, it'll be all right. In the end, it'll be alright. Hey! Thank you, peace. Thank you, peace and love.
Happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there.
Happy Mother's Day, Mother Kelley. God bless everyone.
Oh, yes. Happy Mother's Day, Miss Kelley. Yes.